Hey, hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. Hey, today I want to talk about something that came up, I don't know, a week or two ago, but it was something that I said to my kids about taping a movie on TV. And they were like, "Taping it? What are you talking about taping it, Dad?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry. I mean record the movie." And it made me think about whether or not I'm communicating with them in relevant terms that they understand, or if I'm still stuck in the past and trying to communicate with them based on, you know, what they consider to be the olden days. And, you know, the same thing could happen at work as leaders as we age and get a little bit more wise and a little bit more experienced in our leadership roles and our leadership positions or management positions. It's just something to think about and ask yourself, are you communicating in relative terms to your team members? Are you keeping up with the times and communicating in their language? A lot like the disc and how we all have behavioral styles and different communication styles, it's important to communicate in the person style that you're trying to communicate with. And perfect example, like if you're communicating with a D behavioral style on a disc, you want to be short and sweet and then say what you need to say and then get out of their way. Just, leave because they don't want to be burdened with small talk. They're big picture thinkers and they just want you to say what you need to say and then get out of their way because time is money for them. There's work to be done. They don't have time for all the little small chit chat. It's the same thing with in relevant terms and keeping up with the times. You know, perfect example is I told my kids, I don't know, a while back, I heard a song on the radio or on Alexa was playing a song. And I said, "Yeah, I have this CD." And they're like, "A CD?" And it was like, they know what a CD is, but they're like, "Why do you have all those CDs?" And I'm like, I don't know. Because let's face it, I mean, we have, I don't know what it is, Apple Music or whatever. And all I can do is I can go in there and search for any music and it'll come up. And I don't remember the last time that I bought a CD or bought music for that. I guess I'm buying it technically, but I pay a monthly fee and I have access to whatever music I want. You know, the other thing is I heard on the weather, I don't know, it wasn't too long ago. We had this freak storm where we had that hail a couple months ago. And the weather guy said $half size hail. And I was thinking to myself, man, do my kids even know? Have they ever seen a $half? Now they can say dime size hail, but $half used to be pretty common when I was growing up as a kid. But now you hardly ever see them. I don't know if people would be able to relate to that. And yeah, they still make $half, of course, but how often do you see a $half in your everyday monetary transactions? So it's just little things like that, whether it's saying $half size or CDs or I tape something on the TV. It's important for us as leaders to stay current and stay relevant. Find out what your people are talking about. Find out the different terminology that they're using. Keep up and keep updated on new terms. There's constantly words being added to the dictionary. Words that didn't even exist 5 years ago are now in the dictionary. And I don't know, I've never tried it, but maybe we can Google, the what words were added to the dictionary in the last 6 months or the last year. And it'd be interesting to find out what they were. But we just have to remember that change is constant. And that doesn't matter what you're talking about, everything is always changing. And if it's not changing, you know, it's probably getting behind on the times because change is growth. Change is constant, and we either need to grow, we have that growth mindset that embraces change, or we fall behind and we become non relevant. And the last thing that a leader wants to do is become non relevant. We want to be able to connect with our people in a way that they can understand. Because if we're talking olden days language, we're losing them. We're losing all our people. Yeah, we might be able to relate to people that are our same age or grew up in our same time frame, but if we're talking that way, that's maybe relevant to us, but it's really irrelevant to a lot of people on our team. So just think about that. How are you communicating? Are you staying relevant? Are you staying up with the times? Are you keeping up with all the new terminology that your team members are talking? If not, well, you may be losing some of them. Hey, it's it for today, and I hope you enjoy this show. If so, please subscribe and share it with somebody else that may enjoy it. Come on back tomorrow for our Friday edition, and until then, run to your challenges. We'll see you.